Hello, Purple Rosa here, and I'm continuing on in the Reach, and I'm still in Markarth, and there's a quest up here that I am going to start, and I have no idea what it's about.
The yard had strange visitors today.
You!
Outsiders
I've been looking for
asking
you.
about the Rana.
The witch? Were they friend or foe?
My rooks couldn't tell. He met them in private, without Lady Boleyn.
Wonder if she's finally fallen out of favor with the Yard.
Interesting. So yeah, I'm going to talk to this guy to find out what he wants.
You there. You match the description I was given. I have a message for you from Lyris Titanborn.
Lyris? What does she need this time?
The Titanborn wanted me to find you and tell you she was on her way, but she had something she had to look into first. She said that if you weren't incredibly busy, she could use your help. Mentioned that you had an uncanny knack for solving problems.
That I do. Do you know what she was looking into?
All I know is she found something at the Reachwind ritual site. It really got her companion excited. They stayed behind and sent me on ahead to deliver the message, which I have done. Now to see if a Nord can buy some mead around here.
I'll head to the Reachwind ritual site and find Lyris.
I need to report in to Jarl Svanna and the rest of the contingent from Western Skyrim, after I quench my thirst. The road we traveled was long and dusty. Remember, the Reachwind ritual site. That's where you'll find Lyris Titanborn.
Jarl Svanna has come to the Reach?
Yes, along with a contingent of Skyrim dignitaries. She figured it was the least she could do since the Greyhost attacked both our realms. Offer help the way Eastern Skyrim aided Solitude.
Are things back to normal in Western Skyrim now?
Normal? I'm not sure what that is anymore. But if you're asking how we're faring, we're doing fine. Distribution of the elixir continues, and they found a way to cure the Harrow. And except for a few disorganized bands, the Greyhost is on the run.
You mentioned Lyris's companion. Tell me about them.
He's a big red guard, but he looks puny next to Titanborn. Short bones, though doesn't everybody. They say he's some kind of sword master. Or was it a dragon guard? I'm not sure. It's hard to remember anything other than his beard. It's impressive.
That's the Han! So he did come looking for Lyris. I would have liked to have seen that conversation. So I have to go to Reachwind ritual site. That's outside of town. Let's head over there now. But yeah, Lyris and Sai reunited. By the sounds of it, Princess Svanna's here as well. Well, she's Jarl now. Jarl Svanna. So it'd be good to see them again. Especially Lyris. I'm not sure what this quest is. I saw it when I was doing the first main quest. May as well pick it up. Letter to Apprentice Guarina. Apprentice Guarina, I know you still struggle with your letters, so I will keep this brief. Darkness has descended upon the valley of Karth. The wise have taken shelter behind the stone walls of Markarth, where Ard Kadok sits ever watchful. But there are clans that refuse to abandon their territories no matter the danger. The Ard has graciously granted me the use of a hall for the purpose of erecting a new shrine to the Lord of the Arena, our Hunt Father has seen. Join me there and bring the symbol of Horikbeg with you so that we might build this shrine properly. I will await you in Markarth, High Shaman Glenrock. Retrieve the symbol. I did enter that temple. It's in here. So I think that's where I have to take it. I'll quickly do this quest, go back to Markarth and then come back here. So yeah, it's in that building right up there. And it was cool because there was like, as you'll see when we go in, there's big wolves. This one's called Story. Then we have two others back here. Mara. And Huri. This is the shrine to her scene.
You approach with purpose, Wanderer. Her scene has sent you to me for a reason, it would seem. My apprentices should return shortly. I sent them to retrieve the sacred relics needed to dedicate this shrine. Until then, what can I do for you?
I recovered this relic near Apprentice Guerina's corpse.
Guerina's dead. I feared it was so when she did not answer my summons. But I prayed I was wrong. Her scene will guide her to the hunting grounds, and she will find her place. You say you recovered the relic, the symbol of Rockybeg, I hope.
I found the simple totem of claws and fangs.
Aye, that is the relic, simple though it may appear. Rockybeg is but one aspect of her scene, known also as the Mighty Bear. Will you give me the relic so I may add it to this shrine? That would be a fitting tribute to my lost apprentice.
Here, place it on the shrine.
And I thank you for that, Wanderer. Apprentice Guerina would be pleased to know it made it here. The symbol of Rockybeg will forever be a part of this shrine, helping to create a proper sanctuary. Here, I can't let you leave without a proper reward.
Thanks.
May the Huntfather guide your path and lead you to the most worthy prey, Wanderer.
Tell me more about your apprentices and the relics you sent them to retrieve.
Ardkadek granted us this hall to establish a shrine to honor her scene. I sent my apprentices to retrieve the symbols of the 5 aspects from the clans that guard them. They will be safer inside these walls.
What are the symbols of the 5 aspects?
Hercene the Huntfather has many names, but only 5 aspects. Alrabeg, Storebeg, Gulabeg, Rockybeg, and Urikenbeg. A proper shrine must honor them all. I sent my apprentices to the clans with some of the most revered versions of the symbols.
None of them have returned yet?
Just Edula, with the symbol of Alrabeg. But this shrine will not be complete without all 5 symbols. Perhaps Hercene tests us, making us hunt for what we need most. The reach is dangerous, though, especially now. I fear for my apprentices.
You think your other apprentices are all dead?
I certainly hope not, but they've been gone so long. If you run into my other apprentices, offer whatever aid you can. And, if the worst has happened, I would be grateful if you could retrieve the symbols they carry and return them to me.
Sure. So that was 1 symbol returned. Gotta get 4 more, I think. So, continue meeting up with Lyris. But yeah, I'll keep an eye out for those other symbols. Hopefully all his apprentices are not dead. Oh yeah, there's a corpse. Corpses of dead vampires? This one looked like a vampire. Yep. Just follow the trail of bodies. Lyris is good at doing that. I don't see anyone.
Easy, friend. I'm not your enemy. I'm not one of those monsters, and I didn't kill this one. It was the blonde giant and her companion.
Blonde giant? Do you mean Lyris Titanborn?
Lyris? Yes, I think that's what her companion called her. They saved us. We were prisoners of Greyhost vampires, bound for the blood pens, I'm sure. Then that armored giant, Lyris, you say? She strolled into camp and demanded they free us.
Then what happened?
To be perfectly honest, I had my eyes closed through most of it. There was a lot of shouting and cursing. Threats were made. I heard the blonde giant laugh. Then I heard a great swoosh. Lots of them. Must have been her axe and her companion's sword.
Yep, that's Lyris, alright. The Lyris and her companion killed all the vampires.
Every last one of them. They found something on the leader, though. A letter, I think. It got her companion all excited. It mentioned Valthum and departed without another word. So I stuck around to see if I could find anything else of value.
Alright, I'll see if I can find Lyris at Valthum. So that's over this way. But yeah, trust Lyris to leave a trail of bodies. She's good at that. And yeah, her and Sai will be an unstoppable force. Got Lyris with the axe, Sai with this sword. So, what they're after? Red Eagle's Song, this quest is called. Red Eagle was part of a Reach prophecy of their leader. Well, more than a leader.
Take that, you bastard! Damned vampires. At least that fine Redguard and his blonde giant know how to deal with them.
One giant, so you saw Lyris Titanborn.
Aye. That's what the handsome Redguard called her. They came out of nowhere and saved my clan from those Greyhost bastards. As grateful as I am, I do not think saving us was their primary purpose. They took down the vampire leader and searched her.
Do you know what they were looking for?
Not exactly, but they found a letter she was carrying. I'm not one of those imperialized Reach folk, so I wouldn't have been able to read it if I tried. Must have been important, though. Because the blonde giant started asking me questions.
Yeah, a lot of... What I understand, a lot of Reach people don't read. What kind of questions?
She wanted to know about Reach history. Now, I'm not one to offer a drowning nor to branch, but they did just save my clan. So I suggested you find a Vatashran at Roldan Ring. If you're looking for the Redguard and his giant, check there.
I'll look for Lyris at Roldan Ring. Where's this Roldan Ring? Oh yeah, I have been there. So that's part of a quest. Because I went there and checked it out and there was nothing there. When I was doing the Void Mother World boss. She's a cool boss. She looks like the... I'm dead. She looks like the... If you've seen the movie called The Ring. Looks like the girl from the well, like she's got black hair. So yeah, the ring. Guess I better go over that bridge. Hopefully Lyris and Sai will be there. So yeah, I guess Sai has finished cleaning up the dragons in elsewhere. Or he left others in charge. Zaji, Casca and the Alia. yeah, this is the ring. Lyris!
There's my partner. Over here.
We meet again, Where's Sai?
Welcome, partner. I take it you got my message?
Scout Fugolf sent me to help. He said you were looking into a problem.
Problem? More like an opportunity. And it all has to do with these letters we found on the Greyhost leaders at the Reachwood ritual site and Valthium.
Wait, is this the handsome red guard with the impressive beard people have been talking about?
Well, I can't argue with that description. Sai Sahan is certainly all those things and more. We were on our way to Markarth to meet Savannah when we decided to help out the locals with their Greyhost problem. That's when we found the letters.
Ah, so Savannah's in Markarth. I'm sure we'll meet up with her later on. What's so important about these letters?
Maybe nothing, but for Sai, maybe everything. We think there's a third letter out there. Sai's in Gloomreach trying to acquire it. Go help him while I finish here. I'm hoping to talk to one of the Reach lore keepers, a Vadashran, if I can find one.
Okay, but what's Sai doing here?
What? You have a problem with me and Sai spending some quality time together killing Greyhost vampires? Maybe even find a few moments to be alone? Anyway, he came to see me and then agreed to help as we wrap up things here in the Reach.
Not at all. I'm glad you two have talked since, yeah, he's back. Because she was angry when I told her that Sai was back in the Greymoor prologue quest. But glad to see them together again. So, guess I'll go to Gloomreach and help Sai find that third letter.
Thanks, partner. I really want to talk to one of the Vadashrans and see if they can tell me more about what's in these documents. In the meantime, go to Gloomreach and help Sai.
What does a Reach lawkeeper have to do with letters from the Greyhost?
It's not the letters themselves. It's what's in them. There are references to Rada al-Saran and a Reach hero, as well as something that ties them both to Sai Sahan's martial traditions. It might be nothing, but Sai wants to investigate.
Can you give me any detail?
You're gonna have to trust me on this one, partner. This is Sai's tale to tell. I'm just trying to help him. And I hope you are too. Now get to Gloomreach and do what you can.
Sure, I'm always here to help. So, Red Eagle, we know, is the Reach hero. Well, I'm not 100% sure on Red Eagle's story. So, where's this? Gloomreach? The Delve. Okay. So, Sai's over there. Well, this delve looks big. So, go this way. To get to Sai. Be good to see him again after elsewhere. Without the threat of dragons. Elma! Well, we are still in Skyrim. Technically. This way? And Chaurus. Leave those eggs. Wiggling. Oh, look at this place. Greyhost! Where's Sai?
You may have found...
Well, I just killed you. Ah, in here, I guess. So the Greyhost is here. Where's Sai though?
I step away to deal with a stray werewolf and someone steals my prize? So, what did you find in the coffer?
Sai!
It warms my heart to see you again, my friend. I take it you came at Lyris's behest? Now tell me, did you happen to find a letter in that coffer?
I did. Lyris said to look for a letter dealing with Brother Al-Saran and a Reach hero. I think this is it.
Let me have a look. Yes. This is what I was seeking. The third letter between the vampire leaders. But I was afraid of this. They don't tell the complete story.
Lyris mentioned this had a connection to your martial traditions, but she wouldn't explain further.
That's my snow lily. She would never betray my confidence. Not even to a trusted partner such as yourself. I, however, will share what I know. I can't expect you to help if you don't know what's involved.
So what do Rada Al-Saran and a Reach hero have to do with Redguard traditions? Well, we know Rada Al-Saran was a Yakutan.
Before becoming a vampire, Rada Al-Saran was a Redguard swordmaster who once battled Leki to a standstill. According to the letters, he lost his ability to manifest the Shehai, his spirit sword. Then he met the Reach hero, Fallon, the Red Eagle.
Yeah, Rada did mention that to us. He couldn't beat Leki, it was a draw. So what does the Reach hero know about Redguard tradition?
That's what I was hoping to learn. But the letters fail to provide any detail. I too have never been able to manifest my Shehai. I was hoping to gain insight from these letters. It seems we'll have to look elsewhere, though.
Ah, so Sai wants to make a spirit sword. Cool. Do you have any idea where we can learn more about this connection to Red Eagle?
Lyris went to Hraldan Ring to talk to Avadashran, a Reach lorekeeper, to find a local version of the story. I suggest we go to the source, a sacred site dedicated to Fallon, Red Eagle Redoubt. Look for Avadashran, and I'll meet you there.
Don't understand how a Reach hero could teach a Redguard sword master anything.
Anyone can learn anything from anybody, if they are patient and willing to listen. I was hoping that the letters would reveal more of the story, but they lack the details necessary to understand how Red Eagle helped Rada Al-Saran.
Do you think Red Eagle was a Redguard swordmaster too?
I'm not an expert on Reach lore. That's why we need to find Avadashran. However, none of the legends I've heard suggest Fallon was anything other than a Reachman. The stories do say he was armed with a flaming sword. Maybe that's the connection.
But the Reachmen, I think, are a mix between Nord and Breton. So maybe, yeah, Redguard could be in there too, I don't know. Tell me more about Vatishram.
It's what the Reach folk call their lore keepers. They don't have a written language, so they remember history through stories and songs. With any luck, we'll find a Vatishran at Red Eagle Redoubt who knows the story of Rada Al-Saran and Fallon.
How did you learn about this old story?
It was purely by chance. When Lyris and I helped the people at the Reachwind ritual site, we discovered a letter on the Greyhost leader. A number of the vampire commanders were discussing the story through correspondence. I was intrigued.
Of course. I would be too. Even though I'm not a sword saint. Okay, so I gotta go find a Vatishran at Red Eagle Redoubt. So yeah, we'll go there now. Can always come back to do this delve later. Because I want to continue this quest because it interests me now. But yeah, makes sense. Like, Red Eagle's hero of the Reach folk. He said they had a flaming sword. And maybe they had their own type of spirit sword? Guess we'll find out.
I sense you search for knowledge, outsider. What song do you seek?
Red Eagle.
Something brings you to this sacred place, outsider. I sense your desire for knowledge. Speak, and tell me what song you seek.
Do you know the story of Fallen, Red Eagle, and Rada al-Saran?
That is a rare and ancient tale, one not often spoken of, let alone shared with those from beyond the clans. Tell me, outsider, why does this story matter to you?
Lyris, Titanborn, and Sai Sahan need to hear this story. It may have significance for them.
Tesfera has told all who will listen about the handsome Redguard and the blonde giant who walks at his side. About what they did for her clan. Very well. What specifically about the tale interests you and your friends?
How did the Eagle help Rada al-Saran recover his spirit sword?
Ah, yes. Red Eagle was a great warrior as well as a great teacher. All I can tell you is that an ancient cave sits below this sacred redoubt. If this particular song is meant for you and your friends, you will find the answers you seek there.
Okay, we'll investigate this cave. Thank you.
We just got here, partner. What did you find out?
We have to go to a cave. Translated works of Tosmor. Red Eagle, his deeds of rebellion and resistance during Empress Hestra's conquest of the Reach inspired generations of Batashrans in addition to Bars and Renconters from beyond the Reach's harsh lands. It should be no surprise to find that Tosmorn also chronicled the life and death of the Reach folk's greatest hero. So Red Eagle was alive around the time Empress Hestra, which was around the time when I did the prologue quests for Markarth. We learnt in the Dream Walk about Empress Hestra, so it was during that time. I was fortunate to find a fragment of this particular epic after I secured safe passage into the holdings of the Dawn Root, coven of otherwise extremely reclusive witches. I happened upon a collection of curios and ephemera that included a most ancient headdress. Within the band I found a tightly rolled piece of yearling hide and scratched upon its surface the familiar name Phaelane, as Red Eagle is known in his native tongue. The text of the fragment focuses exclusively on the aftermath of Phaelane's final battle with Empress Hestra's legion. Contrary to the tone of more widely told works, Tosmorn instead regales us with a mournful, lingering verse such as it can be called. The absence of the uplifting call for Red Eagle's eventual return leads the reader to speculate, could the revival of Red Eagle and the call for freedom in the Reach be the invention of later Bashrans? It will be a mystery for the ages, one of thousands in this craggy land. The death of Phaelin. The Weeping Ones bear him up the crag, Red Eagle, so called at birth. In death, red from 100 wounds, the light of the rising sun shows the world the carpet of the dead, and the souls of 1,000 are weighed against the sun of the Reach. The witchmen come with pots of ash and resin to meet the weeping bearers, and Phaelane is laid down. The chieftains weep to see him, riven to nothing. The ashes are scattered to lay upon his frame, but it will not settle. It pools on the stone below Phaelane. On him it finds no purchase. Hushed whispers bound across the hall, all heads lowered. The hag comes now to claim her due. The crow in vanguard laughs to see the witchmen. Their ashes and resin useless. She takes the staff of view and brings it down upon Phelan's breast. The ichor within bursts forth, a black blood, as she takes the fruit of her desire, seated in Phelan's chest. 100 hands draw flint, knock arrows all loose heart. The hag's laugh festers at the soul. As death surrounds her, 1,000 crows take flight beneath her cowl, and she is gone. She is beyond the spear, the sword, the bow. No witchman would cross her. Phelan bade her aid him in his fight. She claimed her due. The weepers carry Phelan down into the mountain's heart. He's laid bare for the last time. In sleepless rest, the stone is sealed. Wax is poured and flints are shattered. Here Phelan lies dead. That's interesting. So this hag took Phelan's heart? Yeah, it sounds like she took his heart. Whoever that hag was. So this Vateshran said to go underground, where we'll find our answers under this place. So does that mean we'll find Phelan's resting place?
It took me longer to find my snow lily than I expected. Still, it appears you found a Vateshran. Tell Lyris what you have learned, and see if it matches what she found at Raldan Ring.
Sure.
We got here just in time to hear the very end of your conversation with the Vateshran partner. Want to fill me in on the parts we missed?
The Vateshran knows you helped the clans. She said we need to go to the cave beneath the Redoubt.
I appreciate that the Reach folk noticed. You'd be surprised how often what we do is taken for granted. If you can find that cave, Sai and I will follow shortly. I want to check something I learned in Hroldan Ring with the Vateshran.
I'll find the cave and meet you there. Okay.
We're close to learning the secret of Red Eagle's connection to Rada al-Saran. I could feel it in my bones. I will wait with Lyris and then meet you in the cave beneath the redoubt.
Redoubt. Okay, so the cave, it's here. Let's go. I think this is where the Red Eagle's buried.
Yep, this must be the place. Hey partner, let's talk.
Hold on.
This cave, I can feel it. This place was important. Sacred. Talk to Lyris while I look around.
The Vateshran was willing to open up a bit more. Must have been my shining personality. She suggested that we'd find something important in this cave, but that we might have to work to uncover it.
What do you mean by work?
The Vateshran explained that the Reach folk have a story concerning Red Eagle and a fallen sword saint. How they met in this cave to exchange knowledge. Since that time, the cave has been left alone. Who knows what's beneath all the undergrowth?
So what do we do?
You clear the undergrowth. Sai and I will be ready to extract whatever we find.
Alright, stay close. Okay. So Rada al-Saran came here.
Snow Lily, look! Is that... Yes, it's a song!
Reach out, Red Eagle, your destiny awaits.
Interesting.
Interesting. The first stanza of an ancient Reach folk song. Keep going, my friend. Hopefully the pillars will tell us more about what Red Eagle shared with Rada al-Saran.
Hopefully.
It's a song. Burn away more of that foliage, partner, and reveal the rest of the words.
Okay. Let's continue on.
Another verse. Your turn, Sai.
Clear your mind, Red Eagle. Don't surrender. to the fates.
Oh, they can sing. Your turn, Lyris.
Fill your heart with the song that makes it roar.
And let your spirit, your love, and your life, let it soar.
Okay. They're singing in duets now. Okay, now what?
Then it will come to you, your love, your life, your sword.
Of course, Sai. Don't you see? You never fight for what you want. Only for what others need.
Yeah, help those in need.
This song, is this what Red Eagle shared with Rada al-Saran? What allowed him to reclaim his Shehai? I must ponder this.
Oh, it's gonna be so cool if Sai can create a spirit sword.
I think I understand. I think I know the meaning of this ancient song.
What do you think the words of the song mean?
I think the song tells us that Red Eagle had to clear his mind before he could embrace his destiny. That he had to fill his heart with the thing he loved the most. For Red Eagle, that was his people. For Rada al-Saran, probably his Greyhost.
And what about Sai? It's you, Lyris.
Sai always lets his duty guide his actions. He fights for others, for what they need, for the greater good. He needs to decide what he truly wants to fight for. Only then can he claim his spirit sword. Meet us outside, partner. I need to talk to Sai.
Okay, I'll wait for you outside. Interesting. So, Red Eagle wasn't buried here. But the song, yeah, it makes sense. Hopefully Sai can make a spirit sword once he figures out what he's gonna fight for.
Hey, partner. I think we figured it out.
Do tell.
Both the words on the cave pillars and what Snow Lily said to me, I have much to consider. Much to think about.
That you do.
Ancient legends, old songs. It's all up to Sai now.
So did you and Sai reach any conclusions? Does he know how to summon his spirit sword?
The Shehai. It's a sacred and private thing to a Red Guard. I tried to help Sai. Told him what I thought. What happens next? That's up to him. Thanks for your help, partner. If we're keeping score, I owe you. A lot. Now I need to talk to Sai.
Okay, I'll leave you two to have some private time. Cool.
I think I understand, Sai. You need to put aside your duty, just this once, and focus on what you want.
Duty isn't easily set aside for someone like me, Snow Lily.
Focus, Sai. Just this once. Fill your heart with what you need. Reach out, Red Eagle. Your destiny awaits.
Clear your mind, Red Eagle. Don't surrender to the fates.
Fill your heart with the song that makes it roar.
And let your spirit, your love, and your life, let it soar.
Then it will come to you, your love, your life, your sword.
Yes!
Sai, your sword. It's working. Sai, that's amazing.
It is!
The words, they led me to the true answer. The one thing I have always loved above all else.
And what was that, Sai?
I thought of you, Snow Lily. I thought of you.
I knew it! About time! Now kiss her! But that's cool, he made his spirit sword!
I never imagined to find the means to summon my Shehai here in the Reach. But thanks to you and Lyris, I finally have my spirit sword. And I have my Snow Lily. There's a song in my heart and life is good.
Yes! Finally they're together.
I knew Sai could summon his spirit sword. He's the bravest, strongest, most loyal man I've ever met. He just had to focus on what really mattered to him. I just didn't expect it to be me. I mean, I knew. But still, now I really know.
Yeah! About time! But yes, he can make his spirit sword! And these two lovebirds will go off into the sunset. But yeah, that was cool. That song. And then spirit sword forming. Interesting quest, I really enjoyed it. So yeah, with Sai and his spirit sword, he'll be more badass than he was before. So I'm gonna end this one here and continue questing in the next one. Thanks for watching.